There's something coming. I can see it.
That is how you do it, folks. You see a ghost, you take its picture.
You can sort of see like the edge of it. Oh.
So this is Silent Pool, which is near Guilford, and it is a very, very interesting place. It looks like an old, quiet, placid lake, but it is anything but. Historically, this place was responsible, some say, for the origins of the Magna Carta. There was a gentleman called Robert Langdon who became the Archbishop of Canterbury, and he had a real problem with a gentleman called King John when he was a boy, because they both used to hang out here in the Middle Ages, and King John was a liability. Everybody hated him, basically. He took over from Richard I, who was a good guy, who ran the Crusades and went off on the Crusades, and everyone thought was a hero. But King John was an absolute disaster. He was a philanderer, he was a randy little so-and-so, and had a drink problem, apparently. And this lake was where he was said to have found a very, very comely maiden by the name of Emma, who he chased into the middle of this lake on his horse and tried to have his way with her, but she managed to get away from him. But she was so freaked out that she drowned, because it's very cold in this pool. It's always about 11 degrees centigrade, and she drowned. And it's said that her boyfriend, who saw this happening, ran into the lake and also drowned, and they died in a terrible tragedy.
They say that people used to bathe here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing that?
It looks really gross. Isn't it very clean either? Actually, saying that, it does look quite, you can sort of see the bottom.
Actually, it kind of looks like something from a Pre-Raphaelite painting.
Does, doesn't it?
It's kind of romantic.
Yeah, if you look over there, you can sort of see, like, you can see the bottom, which is really
you
rare.
can imagine Ophelia lying there, drowning.
Oh god, that's horrible. Horrible. Yeah, the history of this place is not very nice at all. Definitely gives it a strange vibe.
Well, I mean, they say that it's not very nice, but this must have been like a key watering hole for the area. So I'm sure they would have had good events here also.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's just not what's lingering after dark.
No. Not at all. I'm actually not looking forward to it getting dark.
It doesn't surprise me.
Also, there's like no lights here whatsoever. Like, at least in other locations we have light, but there is literally no light here whatsoever. It's going to be pitch black.
You'll have to
pitch black.
Wasn't there a movie called Pitch Black where the girl ended up getting murdered and thrown into the lake?
That wouldn't surprise me.
What a lovely thing to tell us, Simon. What a lovely thing. God.
Was the killer by any chance their stranger older friend?
You mean like a fat bloke in shorts? I think he was actually, yeah.
With a camera.
Yeah.
Oh god. Scary. That's the only thing when it gets dark. Like, you have to be really careful with the lakes. Obviously, like, you don't want to fall in when it's dark.
Also in public areas where anyone could come, I actually get more uncomfortable with the idea of what humans will be lurking around.
Of course, because if it's dark, like, anybody can come around. It's quite worrying, actually.
But we're quite rural, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
I hope so.
It's quite placid and friendly at the moment.
Definitely is an atmosphere, though. Definitely.
There's an atmosphere for sure. Like I think there's spirits here waiting to say hello.
How do you think that might change when it gets dark?
They'll come out to investigate our presence. Maybe they'll communicate, hopefully. We'll see who's about. The lake is really pretty. It looks like it belongs in a sea painting, like the Ophelia, the Lady in the Lake, because the tones are so like delicate and romantic. It's so calm here. Enchanting.
Yeah, it is quite enchanting, isn't it?
I wonder if there's other spirits here, not just human spirits.
Do you mean good or bad ones?
Well, good ones, but maybe bad.
I feel like it's very like fairy sort of place, very like,
Yeah.
maybe there'll be light spirits. Let's hope so anyway. Because anything is possible.
Well, the spirits are definitely around already. It's just that we haven't started engaging yet. So they're definitely ready to talk to us.
Do you think ready?
I think so. Yeah, I can see them. So, how does that make you feel?
Creeped out. Yeah, do you know, it always scares me, like still scares me. Yeah, a bit creeped out. Very creeped out. I'm not even gonna lie.
I feel like when you're in nature like this, that it should make you feel more safe. I don't know why. It's like Mother Nature sort of vibes.
In a weird sort of way.
Well, you can get the source energy from the tree. And also when you're meditating, you root yourself like a tree roots itself to the earth.
That's true. Yeah. I'm actually quite curious to see what we pick up here, because you said there might be other beings that potentially might not be human spirits.
We're here to investigate our ghost next door, the ghost of Emma, who was a woodcutter's daughter who was said to have been chased into this very pond by the young King John, who had taken a liking to her, but she drowned in her effort to escape him, as did her brother, who came to try and rescue her. And we're hoping to see the ghost tonight, or connect with her in some way, and to see who else that we can pick up as well.
It's nice. So still. This bit's really creepy.
Good.
I've literally like got goosebumps all over my arms. That's really weird. And I've got the watery eye thing, which I've now discovered means the spirits around.
Yeah. So
really
if you go from here to just actually,
how far does it go? No, it feels clearer over there.
you think it's right here? I think we're under it.
It's right here. Yeah. It's like here. That's where it is.
With the birds living.
That's really
Maybe it's
weird.
doing its portal. Keith?
There's definitely something, isn't there?
It feels like a dimensional thing.
Yeah, my whole body's tingling.
I feel like we're passing through. Like we've found.
Yeah, I don't like it. Can we see what's over there?
It's funny when I used to write as a kid. I had this story where in the woods there was a veil of light that people could cross over into the fantasy land.
Yeah.
This is what it feels like a little bit. Does it make you feel bad though?
It feels like it's clear here, but is it like more over there? I can really see it there, like right there. That's really weird.
It's right here. We're literally in it.
Oh yeah.
It's all here.
That's really weird.
It's like, come back out here. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
And then let's walk in.
You see? Oh my god, the whole atmosphere. Oh my god, that's really strange.
It changes everything.
It feels like, you know when you're watching like a 3D movie and there's that weird sort of texture.
What's that sound?
That bird just made a really weird noise.
Yeah, the bird's like...
No, it's a pheasant.
Oh, a pheasant. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Birdie.
It's actually really unpleasant for your vision.
Yeah, it's really strange.
It's hot in here as well.
Yeah, it's hotter.
It's hot and I literally got goosebumps. That's really strange.
And actually it feels like the colour of the colours are different in here. It feels darker, like more drained. I mean, it's quite... The colours on this lake are very muted anyway, but it feels extra muted in here.
The girls are right. There is this incredible. It's like a door that's just here, and your vision changes when you move through it. And I'm literally moving through it there. You can't see it on camera, but we can see it. It's like a kind of a big bendy plastic sheet here. I don't know what that means, but I think that when we come back here later and try and take some still photographs in this spot next to this tree, I think we will take loads of orbs along this bit here, because I think this is where the spirits are, and I think this is where they come through. I think this is what they call a portal, which is literally a spirit door that they use to move from one dimension and appear in ours with a great deal of energy. They use a great deal of energy to do it, and I think this is where it happens. That's exciting. That's a fly.
We're definitely on the other side of it now.
You can sort of see like the edge of it. Can you see how the air changes? It looks like it goes a bit cloudy,
Yeah,
and then
sure.
it goes like normal.
Your eyes start to blur.
Sorry, yeah, that's really weird. That's
is
so weird.
It's literally just there.
Yeah,
It's really thin as well.
yeah.
But it feels like walking through a polythene sheet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of
Where are you going?
Sorry, I'm just trying to see different angles.
it's really fascinating though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's not like an evil portal, I don't think. It's just a portal. Is it wrapping round it? Oh my god, I feel like I'm in a dome right now. What is that? Can you see all of that?
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my god, that's really weird.
It's going around us. Look, can you see? Like, look. It stops. But look, go back. Oh my god.
This is what I think is so amazing about this job, because we're here next to a simple pond, and yet there's something very strange going on here
It's
already.
actually kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
Even though it's very obscure. I've not seen this before.
I'm really confused by it. It's giving me like the watery eye tingles, which spirit activity.
Well, something keeps touching me.
Massively. Yeah.
Well, I guess if we're standing in a portal, there'll be lots of things around.
Yeah, lots of things.
Well, we're not expecting that.
No, that's so. I wonder what that is. Do you think it's portal? Like Simon said.
I'm quite proud of you though. You weren't afraid.
I know.
You embraced it.
I
Yeah, wait till it gets dark.
know. Yeah, it's gonna be a different story.
Another device I use for establishing whether or not there's a spirit present, apart from what I can feel in my own heart, is my dowsing crystal. And when I get a side-to-side motion, it's the presence of something paranormal, for sure. We are most definitely not alone.
I'm burning some frankincense. It's tree sap that comes from different Middle Eastern countries. It is super magical. You can use it for lots of things, but we use it for spirit communication or clearing and creating nice atmospheres. So we'll do that here. I think we need the protection. And it smells so good.
The other thing that makes tonight even more special here at Silent Pool is the fact that it's Midsummer's Night. Heralds the beginning of summer, and it's a very important date for pagan worshippers. This was a pagan site originally, and there's a ley line that runs underneath it, giving it a special energy. You quite often get ley lines running through rivers or underground rivers, but this has got a ley line that runs directly underneath it, and it gives it a very special energy. And now that it's got dark, we can feel that energy rising up out of the water. It's quite incredible.
This is a spell book by Gemma Gary. It's a great book. Whenever I read this book, very strange things happen. So always makes me nervous to read it. My heart's beating really fast already. Okay, I'm gonna find a spell to read and hope for the best. Okay, this is the page that I opened up on. To remove pain and heal up wounds. And 3 switches. I can't even talk again. Oh my god, I feel like I want to cry again. Oh my god. I'm always happening to me.
Why do you, every time you read from this book, this happens? Why is that?
I don't know.
Anyway, keep going, if you can.
With this switch in Christ's dear blood, I'll banish your pain and do you good. Mind it well. Mind it well, you must in one cut sever from a tree a young branch pointing towards sunrise, and then make 3 pieces of it, which you successfully put in the wound, holding them in your hand. You take the one toward your right side first. Everything prescribed in this book must be used 3 times. Okay, I feel a bit better now. It's gone, I think, just initial phase was really scary.
What do you think it is about the energy in this book that does this to you?
I don't know.
Isabella, why do you think it is that every time you read from Gemma Gary's Book of Spells that you have such a reaction?
I don't know, it's really weird.
Do you think it's some sort of forgotten ability of yours, or some sort of forgotten past life that is trying to surface and it's coming out with a rush? What do you think it is?
I think it's weird. Every time I read from this book, it feels like I get this overwhelming sense to cry, and I feel like I want to vomit for like a second, and then it goes away and it comes back. I don't know if this is like the old me trying to resurface, like an old past life. And the poor guy that was here, he probably had pain, physical pain, and this actually says to remove pain and heal up wounds with 3 stitches.
Do you have another go at reading it out?
Okay. I feel a bit better now. It's just the initial stage whenever I open this book. I don't know why. Okay. With this switch and Christ's dear blood, I banish your pain and do you good. I didn't feel so bad that time, actually. Still like, it's still going.
Do you want tissue?
That's alright, thank you. It's fine.
Try reading it again.
Okay. With this switch and Christ's dear blood, I banish your pain and do you good. Mind it well, you must in one cut sever from a tree a young branch pointing towards sunrise, and then make 3 pieces of it, which you successfully put in the wound, holding them in your hand. You take the one towards your right side first. Oh God, I'm not even sad. Why do I feel like I want to cry? Everything prescribed in this book must be used 3 times, even if the 3 crosses should not be affixed. Words are always to have an interval of half an hour, and between the 2nd and 3rd time should pass a whole night, except where it is.
I was just filming then, and the camera just completely died. And the last time it did that was because there was a spirit with us. It just shut down. It didn't just stop recording. It actually switched itself off, even though there's plenty of battery.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it is. So why do you think you have that kind of reaction to reading out of a book like Gemma Gary's spell book?
It's very weird. I've never really read out spells before this book. And these spells must be really heavy, because every time I read them I get this, like, I feel like I want to cry and I feel like I want to vomit at the same time. But I'm not sad, which is really strange. I don't know why I would cry if I'm not even sad. It's like I've learned as well with spirits as well, whenever there's a spirit present, I get really watery eyes. It's really, something about my eyes is like connected to like my, I don't know, spiritual senses. It's really weird.
Now, you haven't been doing this for that long, but
no.
you are naturally very sensitive, and you are naturally a psychic. You are naturally a medium, and you're beginning to realise that, aren't you?
Yeah. This is all super new to me. Super new to me. Something new always happens. A lot has been happening very quickly, actually, in the past few weeks. It's been really strange, but yeah, I'm not sure why this book makes me freak out. Maybe in some sort of past life I was a witch. Maybe this is bringing back memories. I don't know why.
There is something coming. I can see it. Can you see right in the center here?
Yeah.
There's a spirit standing behind Isabella. I can see the outline of its legs, which is actually amazing. I can see you staring at me.
Sorry.
I'm so
sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just no, it's fine.
See, this scares Isabella. So sometimes I feel like I need to stop being freaky.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, sorry. That was a bit.
Did it get really close?
Is
it right behind me? It's fine. It's okay. I'm safe. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's definitely male though.
Let me try and take a picture of it. Something I've been doing for years and years now is taking pictures on this little camera that I bought in America about 15 years ago, and it takes the most fantastic pictures of orbs for people who believe in that kind of thing and who know what they are. Orbs are generally recognised as being spirit energy, and I've taken thousands of them. And sometimes when I take one, we take it live on camera, and I'm just going to take some now. So that white blob, it's the best I can do in this light, is the orb that we just took, that we were looking at the guy, and there we got an orb straight away. Isn't that amazing? That is how you do it, folks. You see a ghost, you take its picture. So what just happened then was we could see a figure approaching us. It was gradually becoming clearer and clearer, a figure of a male. We could all see it, and so I took a picture of it. And what came out was that little orb that I just took, that I tried to show you on the camera, but I was having a real problem focusing it because it's so dark here. And the person that we could see manifested as that orb. And that's how it works. You see something, you take a picture of it, and that's how it appears on my little camera. Isn't that incredible? But who was that? Was that the ghost of King John? Was that the ghost of Emma's brother? Who was that? It's making all the ducks quack. This amazing thing is a 400-year-old singing bowl from Tibet, and I use this to summon spirits when I'm working as a healer, and to summon spirit guides and to summon the angels. It's very holy. It was used, we think, by Tibetan monks for 400 years, and I'm going to sound it here and see if it changes the energy. Okay, I'm going to do something slightly weird and slightly out of context here. I'm going to do a little Tibetan chant like a Tibetan monk.
What is the chant for?
To summon spirits. Oh. He wants to know what we're doing here. He wants to know who we are.
Is it our friend?
Yeah. It's Emma's brother, who guarded this place in life and guards it in death, and is still here after all these centuries.
I told you the male spirit looked like the female.
Family resemblance. Well, my name is Simon, and I'm honoured to meet you.
I'm Jenny.
And we have Isabella who's filming. And we come in all humility to make our peace with you and to greet you and to see if there's anything that we can do to help you. Because I don't know if you realise it or not, but you've been here for many centuries, and it's why we appear so weird. It's why we appear so hard to understand. I don't feel he's hostile, but I do feel that he's very protective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's him, rather than Emma, who is the spirit who walks this place. Who, when we go into the dark bit around the back of the pond where we were earlier,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to greet us. And he's asking for us to do that now.
We are going to the spot where we felt the portal earlier. We want to see what it's like now that it's completely pitch black. Also, Simon just connected with the male spirit we saw earlier, and he has told us to go to this spot because he wants to meet us. So let's see.
Jenny, don't leave me. Jenny, don't leave me.
There's spirals everywhere. Oh no, what was that? Is it not here? It was in this spot. My skin. Oh, there's stuff touching me. Oh no, I feel like haze. Oh my god, Simon, where are you? I've just got like white in my face. I know the torch is on, but I have a symbol. Oh my god. What? I feel like my left eye or my right eye is going blind. Stop. This is the spot from earlier.
It is, yeah. Get a wider shot of this.
There was a face there. Like a full-on face. Stop touching me.
I'm not.
I know you're not. No, I'm not you. I'm talking to them. Simon. It's okay.
So it's the
What was that? Oh my god. Simon, there's like a yellow line going right through my vision, like that, like a big squiggle. What is that?
well, that could be.
Is that the portal?
No, that could be your retina being burnt from jumping around in the
Oh really?
torchlight. Yeah.
Oh my god. This is stressing me out.
Well, look, I tell you what. Let's be a bit more scientific about this. Let's come here.
Stay calm.
Come here. Hold my hands. Okay. So let's connect in an orderly fashion without panicking. Okay. Bang, straight in. He's following us around, the whole time we're here. He's with us all the time. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And now he's going to make me sneeze.
He keeps blurring out spots of area. Like, I think that's how he's showing us. He's manifesting.
But where's she? Has she moved on? 'Cause she's not here. King John is not here. Neither is his horse. But this guy, whose name I don't know, Matthew. His name's Matthew. Emma and Matthew. You're the one who tried to save your sister, aren't you?
My whole body is freezing.
I can feel myself going into that lake. I can feel the water closing over my head, and I can feel my legs sinking into the silt. Oh, it's a horrible feeling. Just getting sucked down. Oh my god, it's a horrible feeling. Something just touched my back as well. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Tell him to stop. Simon.
Oh, he showed me how he died. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a horrible, horrible way to die. I just felt my lungs filling up with water, like cold water and mud, and going down. No escape. No wonder that Robert Langton hated King John for what he did.
Well, he's probably here because he wanted to see his sister, but she's left. He hasn't known how to leave. Or is he waiting for her to come back, do you think?
He's saying that he's glad that what Robert Langton did against King John to bring him into line.
Your finger's twitching.
Yeah. He's so glad. And he hated King John as much as everyone. They all hated King John for what he did and for how he behaved afterwards and how he behaved before. Because he came here as a boy and he attacked Robert Langton. I've lost the sight of my left eye. I can feel myself being. He hit him in the left eye and almost blinded him. And split him up from his girlfriend, from his lover. And Robert Langton swore to get revenge. Now, he knows that we know this, so it's making it easy to give us the information, but he's confirming that it's true. And he's nodding. And he's a Gemini like me.
Is he?
Yeah. I think that's why he's drawn to me, because he can feel that we're similar. Now the question is, would you like me to help you move on? He says no. Well, I'm not going to force you to do something you're not ready to do. If you feel that this is what you're comfortable with and this is where your home is, then you'll have to stay. But I could show you the light. I could show you the Stellar Gateway. I could show you the bridge. I could show you where to go, if you wish that. No, he says he wants to stay. Well, please don't let me experience that drowning sensation again. No one wants to do that more than once. We're in the darkest part of the area around Silent Pool, and we have connected to not the ghost next door that we were hoping to connect to, Emma, but the ghost next door's brother, whose name I got was Matthew, and he seems to be the guardian of this lake. Young guy, early 20s, Emma's brother, who tried to save her, who also drowned in the lake. And I just experienced what it felt like for him. He was showing me what it felt like when he drowned, which was to be sucked into the silt, and the more he struggled, the more he got sucked down because he was in heavy clothing. It was a horrible feeling, and I never want to experience that again. But I feel privileged that we made the connection with him.
I do automatic drawings. That essentially means that I let spirit use my hand to reveal themselves. So let's try and see if we can find out either what the guy looks like who's protecting this place, or if there's any other spirits around. Okay.
This process freaks you out a bit, doesn't it, Isabella?
Massively.
That's the boy.
Yeah, it's the boy.
It's Matthew.
I think he's smiling in a weird way.
Yeah.
I don't know what all this is though.
Maybe he was training to be a monk, and maybe that's a monk's...
He does have monk vibes actually. That could be the...
He seems like a very gentle soul, like very... like a good vibration, a good energy.
You don't think it's Robert Langton, the guy who went on to be the Bishop of Canterbury, who so hated King John, do you?
I feel like his favourite spot though is over there. He likes to stand over there on the edge and just watch us.
Where we took the picture of the orb.
Yeah, where's Orb? That's his. Maybe when people come to visit the lake, because this is a really popular spot during the day. Maybe that's where he stands to watch everybody.
Can I just say that I'm pretty sure that I just saw a spirit go round the back of Jenny's head.
Well,
it was like a wisp of smoke went round your face.
I swear that's him. He's been presenting himself to us like that all evening.
So this evening's been really interesting. We've connected with the spirit all have in different ways. He was quite unexpected. We were sort of expecting Emma.
Yeah.
But we sort of connected with her brother.
And that's the first time that I've actually seen the manifested outline of a body in my vision. Usually it's my inner vision or my dream state or whatever. So that was really exciting and a little bit daunting actually. But he was really kind. So that made it
a little better,
That's okay.
Still pretty creepy.
Yeah, when you know they're not going to hurt you, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just because you can't, because I don't see them the same way that obviously Simon and Jenny does. So it's quite like, it's just fear of something's around you and you don't know what it is, especially when I've got these two like looking into space at things, especially you're just always like making these weird faces. Yeah,
and this place is so dark right now.
It's pitch
so
black.
Dark.
Like you literally can't even see the lake right now. Like it's darkness, like pitch black darkness. You cannot even see like the water.
But when you have sight, the darkness actually makes it easier to see them. So for me, it's like there's a lighter veil on top of the darkness, and that's where they are.
I guess so.
Which you'll soon see.
So I've also actually read a page of this book. It's a spell book. For some reason, every single time I read this book, I get this really strange physical reaction. It happened again. What? Did you hear something?
He's just watching us, so it's...
Say it so casually, like it's nothing. It's scary for me because it's these two just like, he's over there and I'm just like, oh my god, where?
But we captured his orb earlier, which I'm so impressed by.
Yes, on camera.
It's excellent proof.
That was incredible. And you guys are both literally in that direction over there. Like you both saw him and Simon took a picture. So we got an orb, which is incredible. So it's proof to you viewers that they're real. They are real.
They are real.
They're full on real. Like there's no like denying it.
Also, we saw a portal, which is super intense. I've never seen that before. Well, I've never seen it to that extent before. It was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that as well actually, which was really strange. I actually saw like it looked like the air was a bit cloudy. Is that what you guys saw as well? Like a cloudy sort of...
It was more like a big blur.
Yeah.
Like you're looking through plastic. That's what you were saying, right, Simon?
Yeah.
It's really interesting to hear you talk because Jenny, you're at a certain stage which is in advance of Isabella, but Isabella is flowering and
quickly.
your sensibility is increasing so much and so quickly.
Yeah.
And every time you get something coming through, it's quite a shock for you, but I think it's quite a steep and really good learning curve, right?
I'm really curious about all of this, but I'm also really terrified at the same time. When there's new things that have been happening to you and you don't feel like you have any control in the beginning, it can be really scary.
Well, it is 1:45 a.m. We have been here at Silent Pool in daylight and in darkness, and as the darkness came up, so did the spirits, and we took the picture of Matthew, the brother of Emma who died in this lake. Matthew chased in to try and save her when the naughty and evil King John chased her into the lake and she died, and then so did Matthew, and we connected with him, and Matthew seems to be the guardian of this lake. So come here yourself if you live locally. It's a fascinating place and you'll absolutely love it. Join us next time on Ghost Next Door.